Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I'm renovating Stonestreet Apartments number 3, which is in the world of Evergreen Harbor, and this is going to be a cluttered apartment today. This is a dedicated apartment to the brand new kits that we got, the Everyday Clutter kits. I just really wanted to make a space that looks a little bit more lived in than usual since we got so many nice cluttered pieces. And so this is going to be a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and I'm excited for you to see it. I think it comes out really cute. It's a little bit more traditional, a little outdated in style, and I just think it ends up looking really cozy in the end, so I really hope you will enjoy it. If you do and you'd like to download it, I will make sure to have this up on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and this information will also be in the description down below as well. So this is one of the builds that I also had streamed over on Twitch on the release day of this kit, so you might recognize it from there, but it came together decently quickly. It was the second build we did during the stream, and I adore this kitchen. I don't know what it is about it. It just took me a little bit of time to figure out because at first I put like counters everywhere and it just felt like the kitchen was too big. But when I moved some stuff around here, I think this space just came together beautifully. And for a while I do forget a stove. Don't worry, it will be added. I was just all excited about the shape of this space and wanting to get some of the clutter pieces in, like these dirty cups and stacks of food, the jar of coins, the purses. Like there's so many beautiful items that came with that kit that I just really wanted to include. And of course I'm combining it with other items from other packs as well to really get this space to look lived in. I didn't want it to be messy, just a little bit cluttered, but I'll probably do another like messy apartment sometime soon as well. Plus I'll probably just be overusing all of the items from this clutter kit in the foreseeable future anyway. So I guess that is something to expect. But anyway, this is how I fit in the stove. It's a little bit of a weird layout. So that corner counter, that isn't technically a corner counter, you can't use. But I did leave one full counter open for your Sims to go ahead and prep things on. But I think this is a really realistic layout for a kitchen. I quite like it. It's a little bit different than anything I've done before. I really wanted the sink to be centered under those windows and then trying to figure out where to put the stove, but still have a full counter that your Sims could prep on. It was a little bit challenging, but I think it came out really cool in the end. And I love the tile that I used, which is from high school years. It's more of an Art Deco style, and it just was a really fun, warm color to use in this space. I also got this grocery bag from Cottage Living Debug. That's when you get like groceries delivered in that pack. I think it's quite cool. And I got a couple of like notes on the fridge as well, maybe like a grocery list or a chores list. I thought that could be fun. These are from Parenthood Debug. I believe they're meant to be put on the like curfew board. So I just grabbed those and put those on the fridge. I do that occasionally. And I also decided to get this shelving unit over here. And I was really happy that I thought to flip it around because it feels a little bit more like it's nestled into this corner that way. And I wanted to just put a couple of decorations. The main thing is the school project I put up there, one of the solar system ones. And then I decided it would be nice to have one more counter in this kitchen so we could fit in a microwave. I feel like that's just a really realistic thing to have in your kitchen. I know I don't know what I would do without mine. It's nice to cook on the stove, but sometimes you just need to heat something up. And I often don't add them to my kitchens in The Sims because most of the time when I think of microwaves, I would prefer to mount them above a stove. But that isn't a thing you can do in The Sims, and it takes up precious counter space. So I don't always add them, but I thought it would be nice for this apartment. And then we're trying to figure out the living space here. I got a coat rack by the door. Of course, that new little shelving unit that has like the mail and the keys. I love that item. It's probably going to go in pretty much every interior from now until forever. We also have a chessboard that you can put on the table with like books and stuff on it. And I was just trying to figure out what furniture pieces I wanted to put in here. I ended up using this sofa from Cats and Dogs and pairing it with the base game one that has the matching love seat, or that is a love seat, has a matching armchair. And I thought it worked nicely because it brought in the wood tones in the room plus the pillows on the couch I originally picked out. And then over here, I just made the bathroom a little bit smaller so that I could have enough space for a office nook. And so we just have a desk over here and some toys and some more like family oriented pieces. So we do have that parenting board I had mentioned earlier. I also got this board that is from university, which has like some really cute photos and stuff on it. I just thought it looked nice for a desk area, and I always put the cork board, so I was trying to change it up a little bit. We do have a new cork board, by the way, though, that came with the pastel pop kit, which is so pretty. I didn't use it in here, but I might have used it in one of the bedrooms. I can't remember. And then I decided to put this faux fireplace from the holiday pack. I was thinking maybe at some point in time there was a legit fireplace in this area of this apartment, but it got like closed up a long time ago, but it's still a decorative element in here. So I decided to just decorate that accordingly, and it helps fill in that space as well. So I was really happy with that decision. And then I just wanted to get a lamp and stuff over here, and it wasn't feeling cluttered enough based on how I did the kitchen. So I wanted to include some more stuff over here. So I get a side table, adding the umbrella like container. What do you call that? An umbrella stand, maybe? It's an actual functional item in the game, but it's also some nice clutter. I got some more coffee cups around here. We have cross stitch, a basket of blankets, some of those pop-up books. I just really wanted to add a bunch of things around. Also, somebody in chat had suggested the magazine stand from Parenthood, which I think helps just make this space feel a little bit more cluttered. And I also added some more like kid stuff from Parenthood here as well. I think just having a bunch of stuff like that around really helps. And I don't think it looks particularly messy. Obviously, some of the cups are dirty, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. And then I just added some birthday cards up here as well. And I'm trying to remember if I added anything else. Oh, I added the duck. I tried a few different things before I landed on that, but I think it came out really cute in the end. But this is going to be the bathroom. It's pretty much the same layout I typically go for if I have a 3x2 bathroom. I decided to use the shower tub combo from Parenthood because, like I always say when I use it, it's my favorite one in the game because it has a shower curtain, and I just think it's really nice. And I liked how the actual colors of it worked so beautifully with the tile that I was using in here, which is the same one that I used in the kitchen. I think it's nice to make spaces a little bit more cohesive and try and use the same tile across rooms. So I did that. And then, of course, adding lots of clutter on this shelving unit. I don't use this one too often because things don't really snap to it, but we just got a clutter kit. Of course, I'm going to clutter up this shelf. So I added the makeup. We have a couple of things from Parenthood, and I believe we just got like some toothbrushes and stuff on the sink. I also put glasses on the sink, which looks so cute. And I can't think right now what the last item is. I think it might be the little basket from Base Game. Oh yeah, I get towels on the top as well. But I love that little makeup clutter piece that we got with that kit. So many of the pieces are so beautiful and so useful and realistic, and I'm just going to be getting a lot of use out of them. So I was very happy to include it in this apartment. It just feels so lived in. Even I put the plunger down. That's not from the clutter kit. That's just from Debug, but it makes it feel more lived in, doesn't it? I think that's a realistic thing to have in your bathroom. And then I just got a cute little bath mat that I thought the kids could have picked out. Got some kids artwork in the hallway, as well as one of these hampers. That one's a Base Game hamper that's not functional because I didn't put laundry in this apartment. I didn't really want to. So just having a decorative hamper kind of gets that idea across, and it's a nice piece of clutter without having to worry about actually dealing with laundry in the game, which can be a lot sometimes. It's a nice thing to have if you want it. And I love the laundry stuff pack, but I understand it being a lot in gameplay sometimes. But this is going to be the primary bedroom. It's just very like brown and matches the rest of the apartment. I did use this bed from City Living with the yellow and green comforter though. I thought it was really nice. It's a little bit brighter than the rest of the apartment. I did drag it out into the living room at one point to like compare it, but I think it worked out nicely. And this space is a little bit cleaner and more organized than the rest of the apartment because I feel like you try to at least contain your personal space into like a calming, clean environment sometimes, or at least one space in your apartment. Like I try and keep my living space clean, and then my bedroom's a complete disaster, but I kind of was going for the opposite vibes in this apartment. So hopefully I achieved that. And then over here, I definitely wanted to add the new jewelry clutter and this new trinket box. I thought that those would look really nice here. I feel like I've been wanting this sort of clutter for my dressers, for my Sims dressers for so long. So it's nice to have that. I also got that memory box over on the side and some makeup brushes from the high school years pack, as well as some folded laundry. So it's still a little bit cluttered and lived in this space, but I just don't feel like it's as over the top as the rest of the apartment. And then I just got a little plant over in this corner. I have gotten a couple comments lately from some of you that think it's odd that I put so many plants in bedrooms. And I just think it's so interesting how everyone's experience is so different, because I have decorative plants in my bedroom, like next to my bed, on my bedside table, like all over my office, in my living room. And so I just think it's really fun how we all have different experiences with that sort of stuff. Let me know if you put plants in different spaces of your house, where you might put them. And are they real or fake? Mine are all fake, because I can't take care of plants. And I kind of assume all of the decorative plants in The Sims are fake too, because they're not the ones you can actually grow and take care of. So to me, they're just, fake plants. And I think they look really nice. Anyway, this is going to be the first of the 2 kids' bedrooms. This one's very purple inspired. I wanted to use the new wallpaper that came with the pastel pop kit, but I didn't want like the strawberry version. I wanted it to just be one of the split colors, which I think is so pretty. So I went with this purple and pink one. And then just kind of went from there and picked out other items that I thought would match. So I have of course, had the new little shelving unit that we got with that pack as well. Some of the paintings, the cork board, this little mirror from the clutter kit I wanted to put over there, but it didn't fit. So I'm trying to remember if I actually was able to include it somewhere in this room or not. But I really liked the base game rug that I chose, and I paired it with this side table that came with high school years. I think that works so nicely in here. And of course, the bed is also from Seasons, and, just getting lots of posters around. I wanted this to be probably like a tween room. I was thinking this was a kid that is maybe like 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that age range. So they're kind of interested in like pop stars and music and like fashion and all of that, but they also still have some of their kids stuff. And so that's the vibe I was going for. But it's very pink and purple in here, and I love how it came out. It was, like I said, very inspired by the wallpaper, which is a lot of fun. I really love that wallpaper. There's some beautiful, just normal swatches on it. They're very bright, but they're just plain swatches with the baseboard, which is so nice to have like some new colors in the game. That's something I feel like a lot of us have been asking for a very long time. So it's just refreshing to see. But this is going to be the other kid's room. I think this kid is a little bit younger. I decided to use the base game set because I don't use it that often. I did a couple of times recently, but for some reason it's not one I typically go for. So I decided to go for that today. I really liked the colors that I chose with the red and the blue, but I'm pretty sure I changed it out a little bit later for the blue and orange because I just love that color scheme. I feel like it always looks so nice, and I really leaned into the dinosaurs in this room. I think it's so cute how many dinosaur items we have for kids in The Sims 4. So I think this kid likes dinos, which was a bit of fun. There's also the matching bookcase, and we also, of course, got the matching toy box. Like I said, I think this kid is a little bit younger, and this is where I start switching up the color scheme in here. And I will be just switching the wallpaper as well to use the base game one that has dinosaurs on it. But I was trying to use some other things, and in the end, I think that looked better. But I did get some clutter on the floor from Parenthood. I wanted it to look a little bit messy. Like I said, the rest of the house is, I think, messier. Maybe they try and keep all their bedrooms pretty clean, but I still wanted some of that clutter around. So we have the pillow on the floor from the little campers kits, and, just some clothes and stuff. And I couldn't decide what color to put those dinosaurs for the longest time. I kept changing it back and forth, but I think it came together okay in the end. I really like this room. I also added some trophies. I wanted there to be a little bit more variety in the interests of the sim. And that's pretty much it for this apartment. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.